Hey guys, a very good evening. So a lot of questions did come to me that how do we get a job after masters? Particularly due to the pandemic, many of you could not get into projects, and even the government job notifications are not coming up. Like government jobs as it is a very competitive field, and there are very less seats, and there's a lot of uncertainty how many number of seats would be there. But one industry that is flourishing even during the pandemic is the pharmaceutical industry, right? So they would definitely be hiring. Now the question is, I'm not going to tell you any kind of shortcut in this video that how can you kind of like get shortlisted for the interviews or something like that, or how you could get a job in the pharmaceutical industry or other flourishing industries in this current period. This video is about shedding some light on what is exactly the recruiting process and what you need to focus on. Okay, so if you are someone who is looking for a job, or who's a fresher, or someone who is in the bachelor's third year or in a master's first year, and you do want to explore this industry, the pharmaceutical research industry and all other industries which use science to get money. So how do you get into those kind of organizations, right? So there are three main things that I'm going to be talking about. The first thing that I would want to tell you is campus placements. Now you might be saying that, okay, this is very typical. Of course, we all know about campus placements, but one thing that you might not know is that there might be some very good institutes, okay, but good companies would not come to those institutes, and the reason is because of their past. Now what happens is, sometimes a lot of companies, first of all, they would target the top tier institutes. Okay, they would try to get candidates from the top tier institutes. But what happens is sometimes the top tier candidates, let's say if someone is a fresher after masters and he wants to do a PhD, right? So he or she would just kind of like try out for a PhD, and maybe they are not getting that year. So what they would do is, for a brief amount of time, they would not want a gap in their profile, so they will join some kind of a organization. Now always remember that when you are a fresher, there's always a training period. It depends from company to company. It could be 6 months, it could be 1 year. Okay, so after putting in so much effort, after putting in so much resources and time on you, when you're finally trained, you leave the organization. So that is not something that works out with the industries. So they would blacklist such organizations wherein students frequently leave the organization right after 6 months or a year and go abroad and do a PhD. Okay, so if your institute is blacklisted, even if it's a really good institute, good companies might not select your profile. Okay, so it's not that your profile is inappropriate, or it's not that great, or it's not that good. It's just that the company has blacklisted your organization and they would not want students from your organization. On the contrary, there are some institutes which are very popular with companies because their students have done really well in the past few years. For example, I'll just like to give you an example. Most of the pharmaceutical organizations here in Bangalore, they like to recruit students from Pune University, the organic chemistry branch, because they have had a very good experience. So most of their candidates, or majority of their candidates, will always be placed in the pharmaceutical organizations, in the R&D organizations in Bangalore, right? Or Hyderabad. These are the two main places where the pharmaceutical industries are there. And it doesn't matter if you have your masters in organic chemistry or inorganic chemistry, or physical chemistry also for that matter, till the time you have some synthetic experience. Okay, because as it is for 1 year, or depends, like I said, on the organization, but generally it's for 1 year. So they will have a training period. So it does not matter if you have done, for them at least, it does not matter if you have done your masters in physical, organic, inorganic, till the time you have some kind of a research experience. Okay, because as it is, you're going to be trained. So don't hesitate in applying for positions wherein they have just asked for chemistry. If they have particularly asked for organic chemistry, then that's a different thing. But if they have just asked MSc in chemistry with some synthetic experience, even if you are from a physical chemistry background but you are interested in synthesis, be it organic chemistry also or medicinal chemistry, you can apply for that. It doesn't matter. Okay, as long as you are thorough with your concepts, be it from physical chemistry or organic chemistry or inorganic chemistry. So that is the first thing. The second thing is, I will tell you, I've told this many times before as well, but I have not made a dedicated video on this, that majority of your recruitment, especially of freshers, okay, once you have experience, it is very easy to get a position, or switch positions in the industry, in the corporate industry. But If you're a fresher, it's very difficult, and the sure shot single most effective way to get into a pharmaceutical organization as a fresher is referrals or recommendations. So right now, if you're in your masters or in your bachelor's, start making good contacts with people, with your seniors. No, I'm not talking about faculty, even seniors. For example, let's say I'm working in a pharmaceutical organization. Generally, before advertising a position, there is an opportunity for us, the employees of the organization, to recommend some candidate for a particular position. Okay, so let's say there is an internal opportunity, or there's an opportunity in a particular organization, and the email will come to us first, the employees of that particular organization, that we have a vacant role for so and so position. If you have any candidates in your mind who you would like to recommend for this role, please send us their CV. So then, let's say if I know a student of mine who I have a very good reputation with, who I know is a very good student, I would recommend his profile. And if his profile is suitable, he will be interviewed. And if his interview goes well, he or she will be hired. Okay, but this opportunity will only come up if there is no person who's recommending them. Like if there is no person within the organization who's recommending for that particular role, only then that will be advertised outside. So start building contacts. One way you can do it is that I have already an account on LinkedIn. I made a video on LinkedIn, and wherein I told you that you have to search for your seniors. So whichever institute you belong to, you can search where your seniors are placed, or where they are working in the industry, and you can contact them, and maybe you can build a good reputation with them, or build a good rapport with them, and maybe they might recommend you for that particular position. So start building your contacts. Start building your contacts with your faculty members. Start building just try and build some kind of networking skills with your seniors, with your faculty members. That is very, very important. As a fresher, I can guarantee you this without any doubt, that it all depends on the recommendation. See, the reason is very simple. At master's level, there's no differentiating factor. Okay, there's no differentiating factor between you and the other student. Okay, maybe their grades might be 0.2, 0.5 or 1.0 CGPA higher. That doesn't matter a lot, because as it is, you're gonna be trained. Okay, or you might have some experience, some extra experience with some instrumentation, but again, you would be trained. You have a 1 year training period, so all of you would be at the same platform after 1 year. So that is why they don't really look for candidates who have it is a different thing that you have an exceptionally good profile, but if you have a decent profile, there's no differentiating factor between a candidate who's applying from X institute or a candidate who's applying from Y institute. Then they will check, okay, what is the reputation of X and Y institute? If we have had candidates before, how have the candidates performed? They are more concerned about their personalities. They are more concerned about the ethics. Okay, so they are not really concerned about the technical skills. Okay, of course, basic technical skills you need, but they are not very concerned about that. They're concerned about they are investing so much money in training this XYZ person. So would that would that investment actually yield some fruitful results? What if that person just abandons us after the training period? So that happens a lot. So they kind of look for the personality traits, the ethics. That also matters a lot. So that is why recommendations are super important. Understand the importance of building networks. It is important. Unfortunately, see, I understand. When I was in class 6th, 7th, 8th, I also thought that science is all about just doing research. You don't have to talk, because I was an introvert. I did not like talking to in fact now also I don't like talking to people much. Right, I just like to be by myself. So I thought science is perfect for me, because I don't like to interact a lot, and I just need to do my research. I don't have to do networking and all. But unfortunately, that's the truth, that no matter in which field you are today, networking is very, very important to succeed. So you need to do that. And thirdly, okay, let's say your placement is not happening, you do not have any recommendations, then thirdly, start attending workshops. Of course, in the pandemic period it's very difficult, but start attending workshops where you have some hands-on experience. Let's say you are an organic chemist, or you are a physical chemist, right? And they have a workshop wherein they are talking where you're gonna get a hands-on experience on scanning electron microscope, or you're gonna get a hands-on experience on how to operate IR, how to operate IR instrument, or how to operate an NMR. If you're getting those kind of workshop experiences, do attend that. Okay, practical experience does help a lot. And what else? Yeah, I mean, just try and attend more workshops oriented towards the instrumentation part. Okay, because as I said, you would be trained ultimately. So the more instruments you need, for like the more instruments you know about, that are used for characterizing various molecules, be it small molecules, be it peptides, or be it polymers. So the more characterization techniques you are aware of, or the more instrumental techniques you are aware of, the better it is. Okay, that is a differentiating factor in your profile. So when you're applying for a position, if they know, okay, this particular candidate has some instrumentation experience, okay, or he knows about the techniques, that is a good thing, right? So of course the rest of the things are there: good institute, CGPA, publications, some kind of project work. So that definitely does play a role, but these two things are very, very important: how your institute is perceived in their eyes, how your seniors have actually how your seniors have had a good or a bad impression on the organization which is hiring. It depends on that. And second is the most important one is internal references. And if these two things do not work out for you for some reason, then try and gain more experience regarding the instrumentations. So that might help you. And just stay true to your basics. So anyway, I hope that this discussion would have been fruitful. In case you are from the industry and you feel that I've missed out certain points, please do let me know in the comment section. I think it will be very helpful for the freshers, because I can understand it's a very uncertain time. You don't know what works for you or what doesn't, but referrals always works for you. Hey guys, so I'm a verified educator on Unacademy, and along with that I'm also available on the Unacademy Plus platform, where I'm taking live classes along with other educators. So in case you're interested in attending the live classes, you can subscribe to the Unacademy Plus platform using my referral code, that is SETHI, and that will give you 10% discount. Alright, and in case you're not interested in attending the live classes, you can watch the free courses that are available on the Unacademy. For that, all you need to do is go to the Unacademy website or download the Unacademy Learning app and search my name over there, that is SETHI. Once you do that, you will get the access to all the free courses that are available on the Unacademy platform.